Well, you think bigger is always better when it comes to both the size of your house and the size of your down payment. Watch it over there. Or how about homes? Oh, you have something.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Excuse me, I really do. Tim,
that,
could you?
A little water
Thank
for
you.
Miss Kendall. Maybe homes will never be affordable again. Well, think again, because real estate professional Cindy Welu from RE/MAX Advantage Plus is here to debunk 5 home buying myths.
I'm good now. I'm good.
You good to go?
Yeah. Okay. So before we get to the myths, so we want to find out first, how is the Twin Cities market doing right now?
Well, sure. Now, I specialize in the southwest suburbs, but RE/MAX Advantage Plus covers the entire metro area. And how we're seeing the market overall is that housing inventories continue to increase. Right now, we're at about 4 to 4.5 months supply, and predictions are that we'll hit a 6-month supply by the 4th quarter of this year. What that means to people is if you took all the homes that are on the market now for sale and didn't have any more come on the market, it would take about that long to sell them all. Also, median sales prices are trending up slightly, but some areas and price ranges have leveled out.
Well, we know that buying a home is for most of us the single biggest purchase that we're going to make. So you have 5 big myths we're going to take a look at here, so that we don't make some mistakes when we're doing that. Let's run through them. First off, bigger is always better.
Well, it's not always better.
Right.
And that's actually a 2-part myth. So the first is that some buyers think they have to get the biggest house in their price range, and that would be the best. And that's not the case at all. There might be a smaller home that's in better condition, a better location, maybe even has more upgrades. The second is that they have to have the biggest down payment possible, or 20% down to buy. And even though in a competitive situation that might be advantageous, that is not necessary. There are a lot of loan programs out there for a lot less down. And if they're not sure what they can afford or not where to start, you can go online. My website has a free affordability calculator, joeandcindy.com, or many real estate sites do, and that would be a good place to start.
Okay, and housing myth number 2, the house is the one.
You don't know how many times I've heard that, and so many times it has backfired on some of my clients, to where they have missed out on a house. They thought that was the one. Maybe it was out of their price range, out of their location, and they compare every other house to it, and they've really missed the one that could be.
And then number 3, and this is one that a lot of people think, you know, you have to lowball with your first offer. Not always the case?
Not always the case, no. And it's human nature. We all want a deal, of course. But if it's a house that you truly like and you don't want to lose out on it, if you lowball, you risk not only upsetting the seller, but worse yet, prolonging the negotiation time. And if you do that, another buyer has the opportunity to get in there and possibly steal the house away from you.
Sure, and as the seller, if you get a lowball offer, it does kind of tick you off a little bit.
It does for some. Some, you know, there's always an emotional tie-in either way.
Sure.
Okay, myth number 4. Let's see what we have here on the screen.
Well, that is about mortgages. So many buyers right now think that they've missed the window. They think that rates are now high and that they've missed out the opportunity, which is clearly not the case at all. Rates are slightly higher than they have been, and they have increased over the last couple of years, but they're still near historic lows. That's a great opportunity to buy.
All right, and our final myth, Cindy, number 5 for us here.
Oh, number 5, it might be a little self-serving on my part, but many think that if they don't use a realtor to buy, that they'll save some money. And the truth is, if a buyer represents themselves, they save little or no money at all. Most listing commissions are determined between the listing broker and the seller long before a buyer looks at the house. So really, they're not saving any commission. The listing agent might just be making a little bit more money. Let the agent do the legwork, the research for you. Most agents in the state don't charge anything for this service, so take advantage of it.
And I would think right now is a big time where people are moving because they want to get the kids settled before school starts, that type of thing.
It is. We've seen a big improvement the last couple weeks. Pickup. July is typically slow because everyone likes to vacation before getting back to school.
All right, Cindy Welu, thanks so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
RE/MAX Advantage Plus, thanks for being here this morning. You can find more information at Cindy's website. It's joeandcindy.com. That's her husband's, Joe. joeandcindy.com.